guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Angelys, a last year nursing student, and today I have a very special guest. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi everybody. My name is Lauren Ignacio. I'm actually based out of Southern California, and I am in my last year in my RN BSN program, and I am a student at West Coast University. I'm also a single mom to a little 4-year-old, and so my life is absolutely crazy, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yay! So Lauren, that is amazing. I didn't know that you were a single mom. I knew you were a mom, but being a single mom
Yeah,
during
yeah,
COVID,
I've been a single mom for a while.
wow. So one, I commend you. You're a hero. I always tell my friends who are moms in nursing school, I don't know how you do it. Like I look up to them, and you guys make me realize I have no excuses but to meet the mark. You get me? Because you guys have to take care of yourself and your little one. You know what I mean? It's
It's
hard.
lots of coffee, and on the weekends, lots of wine. And I don't know, like I didn't want to let being a mom hinder me from accomplishing my goals. And if anything, to be honest with you, being a mom and like the whole process of like pregnancy and then like having a baby, that has really helped me as far as like understanding medicine and then like giving an entirely different perspective as like just how important it is when it's not only your life, but like your child's life, somebody else's life that's in the line that you're caring for. So it's helped me big time.
I can't. Wow. And honestly, have you done OB and peds already?
So I did OB last term and I'm in my peds right now, and it's so crazy like just how much goes into medicine with caring for people during that time. And like more specifically for me, I had a more traumatic event like with my pregnancy. My son was actually born prematurely. And so, like getting that perspective of it has really given me has given nursing an entirely different meaning for that reason. So yeah, those are my reasons.
So I'm sure though, like, I feel like it was fun going through those classes and you experiencing that already. You're like, wow, I went through that already. Or wow, they actually gave me that medication prior to like giving birth or whatever the case may be. So I always think
Yeah.
awesome, like knowing that you went through that already and it makes it easier to understand. So
I truly believe that's the only reason why I passed my OB class was because I was pregnant. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know what a fundus is. No.
when in doubt, assess fetal heart tone. Like
Yes, exactly. Check the strip.
so the first thing I want to ask you though is why nursing?
So I've always considered myself to be a caring person. And obviously, when it comes to nursing, you have to care for your patient. I love learning. I love helping others learn. And so, again, with nursing, you have to educate your patients. And then, again, kind of tying into like the story that I have with my son, learning like just how important it is to advocate for your patients is something that like I've learned to do in not only like my personal life but in a professional role, and exercising that as I've gotten farther in nursing school. I've just fallen so much in love with it, and I really can't describe it other than the fact that it's so fulfilling, like to be able to take the work of the doctor and take the learning of the patient and kind of like tie it all in together to empower them to take care of themselves and help people get better. So that's kind of my why.
Wow, that's amazing. And I totally resonate with you because it's like, especially now, like we are what the patients have. Like we're their only, I guess, what can we say it? Like we're their shoulder
Like
to
a
lean on.
bridging, yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
completely.
And I feel like especially you being a mom, like you know what it takes, and you do that at work, and then you have to come home and do it again, and it's just like nonstop. Like at least for me, like I come home and I'm like, like dead, like so tired, and I can't.
Do that to me, don't worry. No, but I get you.
I
I
can't.
get you completely.
I can't imagine. So, but I feel like everyone who starts nursing has a story. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like for me, my story, just a little bit, is just my family came here into this country for me and my siblings to have a better life. You know what I mean? And then my mom,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know this, but my mom works in healthcare. And so she takes care, and
Mhm.
so does my dad. Both of them do. they take care of people with mental disabilities. And so ever like since just growing up in that environment, I've always wanted to be a part of that community and continue to like help them continue to take care
Mhm.
of people with mental disabilities, and then also in the future branch out and kind of do my own thing, you know what I mean? But my main purpose for nursing was to just be in the service of other people, because that is where I feel I am fulfilled, you know?
Yeah.
So what
No,
about,
that's
what's your
amazing.
story?
So similar to you, and another thing too, like kind of tying back to you, like a Latina in medicine. Not my parents, but like my grandparents came here for opportunity, and so like you're saying, like fulfilling my purpose, taking advantage of the opportunity that those before me made. I've always just like kind of felt that pressure and that standard, but my mom being a nurse herself and then like her mom being in the healthcare field, I've kind of always like grown up around medicine, so it always fascinated me. And like in high school I was good at like the health sciences, and so it kind of always interested me. And outside of high school, after I graduated high school, I actually applied to West Coast and I got in, but my parents weren't able to afford it, so I had to go an alternate route, like the community college route. I did a little bit of like military route and just try to make it happen for me. And then I got pregnant with my son and I had to stop because he was sick. And so, like I said, having that transformation of like why medicine is important, why studying hours at a time, understanding all of the things about your medications and the procedures is so important. And then one big thing that I try to ensure that I do is I remember how terrified and powerless I felt like during my pregnancy and when my son was in the NICU and, you know, he was so sick and just being so unsure and fearful. I don't ever want my patients to feel that way. And essentially, to kind of all tie together, I want to take all of the pain that I had and turn it into positivity in my professional life. And again, like, you know, it's nursing, it's caring, it's fulfilling, and makes me feel really good. So that's
Wow.
my story.
That's actually beautiful. And I know that your future patients are going to be blessed having you as their nurse. So I'm already happy for you and I can't wait for you to get to that level. You know what I mean? But you just mentioned something that I was unaware of. You went to the military?
Yeah, I have some military experience.
So how was that? Explain, like, can you give some detail about like students who want to go to the military pursuing nursing? Because you know it's funny that you brought this up. For me, I feel like a lot of veterans aren't appreciated, and it's like
Hmm.
what you guys do, like you guys serve our country, you like it's unbelievable. And especially right now in a pandemic, you know, that's, I feel like a lot of
Oh
people,
yeah,
we just come home but we don't realize what other people are doing for us to be here safe, you know what I mean?
completely.
I just wish more people knew about our veterans and what they do for us. And for me, I was like, I would love to somehow use my platform to shine light on that. And I don't know, I try
Yeah.
to do my best. So please, how can we shine light on veterans and just make people realize what they do for us? You know, it's a blessing.
It's difficult because a big part of it is like military culture, military lifestyle, like both on, you know, the working and on like the spouse side of it too, because I was a military spouse. It's just very different. Like it's intense. You know, you're speaking an entirely different language most of the time. And so slowly integrating back into like regular civilian life, it's very foreign for people. And like even myself, I wasn't in it for a very long time, but slowly coming back, like understanding that people don't talk to you, you know, like robots in normal daily life. And I think a big part of it is as a vet, you're not really understood as far as like all the things that you've had to do away from home, lonely, you know, missing your family, and all of the things that I had gone through when I was pregnant and with my son. I was entirely alone. I had no one in the middle of Texas. Like it was miserable. And so um, to kind of answer your question, I guess just be there for people. Ask the question of like, what can I do for you? What do you need right now? Even if it's just a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on, like honestly, that's something that I found people don't really want to admit, but that they really truly do need. I do have a cousin that also graduated from West Coast and he's prior Marines and he's really been a great advocate as far as like psychiatric nursing, and I know that that's the route that he wants to take. And so I love to follow up on him and like eventually collaborate in order to, like you're saying, shine light, use my platform, because this is definitely something that like I hold near and dear to my heart. But I personally, I had a great experience with it. I would love for more people to seek the medical field in the military aspect. It provided me great opportunities to even help me pay for some of my school. And I go back and forth with wanting to go back. It would be hard to leave my family again, but having that service, not only like at your hospital in a small community, but seeing that impact on a global level, I mean, there's no feeling like it.
Of course. And you know, I had a friend of mine who I'm actually doing clinicals with him right now. And he's also like in the military. And he says, I wanted to go to the military because I wanted to find myself. He's like,
Yeah.
they broke me. And now he's like, that's why I am the way that I am today. Like, and when you talk to him, he carries himself with like such like, it's not like he thinks he's above everyone, but you can tell like respect him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe for people who don't know what route they're going in or they feel lost, maybe the military is a good option for them, because for him, he says it made him realize who he really is and like what he seeks for in life. Do you feel that the military broke you, but like the outcome was greater?
Oh yeah, like it definitely sets into a completely different structure and routine. And I mean, you have a lot of it, I try to like parallel with nursing. You walk into, you know, your whatever, and you have your game face on and you like, okay, I have my mission and I have to get it done, whatever it takes. And similar to what, you know, at the hospital, you walk in, I have to take care of my patients, whatever it takes, I have to get this done. I have my game face on. Similar to what your friend in your clinical was saying, like you walk in and you don't demand respect, but like you carry yourself in a respectful manner that it's like it comes off confident. And I think people feed off of that and they're like, you know what, I feel good about myself too. And it's just I crave that. I absolutely love that.
Oh, it's true. And like, you know, something that I've noticed nowadays is that a lot of people lack confidence. And if it's so absurd to me, but I get asked like, where'd you get this confidence? Like, how do you get
Yeah.
yourself to talk in front of a camera? And I'm just like, to me, I just think it's all the life experiences that I went through. Like, I got bullied in high school, you know, I went through a lot, but in my head, I'm like, I needed to go through those things to be able to be here to talk to you. You know what I mean? To shine light on nursing and just, I don't know, I feel like going through that experience made me confident. And
Yeah.
walking the path of life alone for that time, and not alone because I had my family, but you know, being isolated and like having people not like you for whatever reason and knowing that you didn't do anything wrong, like it makes you realize who your true friends are. And again, it just goes back to in life, if you study the lives of successful people, they were all bullied. They
Yeah.
all walked the path alone, and look,
Mhm.
to this day they're still relevant. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So but what about you? Like, how did you gain the confidence to be, I don't like saying like nurse influencer, but you know, I just think we give advice on nursing and we put ourselves out there to help other people. So how did you gain the confidence to just do that? You know?
I think a lot of it, like honestly, when I started my page, I was like, okay, I want to post like me and my scrubs, me and my clinical rotations, but like I know my normal followers, you know, because I have my like personal account. I was like, they don't want to see that. Like they don't care to know all that nerdy stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna make a separate account. You know, maybe my family can see me instead of like me in bikini pics all day long. You know, like they can actually be proud of something that I'm doing. But it started off as that, and like I just felt like I had so many, like you're saying, life experiences where I had no choice but to either rise above and grow or let it kind of like bury me down. And I wanted to share that with people that were like me, because I can't tell you how defeated I was when my parents couldn't afford it, when I couldn't go to nursing school, you know, and like that was one thing I wanted to share. And then being a NICU mom, being a single mom, you know, the military experience, and just so many like different facets of who I am today. I just felt like I was able to relate to so many people, and a lot of even like personal issues that I wanted to bring light to, like you know, being fit and not being like so self-absorbed, you know, like I truly admire you for that. I see your fitness videos and I'm like, my God, I gotta get back in the gym.
Yeah, I
um
don't post about fitness as I should, but I used to do bodybuilding. Like, but here's the
yeah,
thing, just to add on to that, the gym was my escape. Like when I went to the gym, I felt like no one could stop me. You know, like
yeah.
those reps were, it was just me, the weights and my reps, and just to better myself, my mentality. I don't know if you feel the same with the gym, but definitely the gym was my escape when I was going through that low point in my life, you know?
No, completely. And it's like I get this like tigress mentality where I'm like, nah, I'm here. Like I gotta hit this PR. And it's a good like mental clarity outlet where I'm just like, I don't have to think about anything. I just need to get through this. And yeah, no, like it completely, not only like literally a physical strength, but just like a mental strength too, like for the gym. Like it's the same thing. I love it.
And being nurses, it's just like, how can we take care of other patients if we're not well ourselves, if we don't take care of our body first? And that's the first thing that we teach you in nursing school. At least in my program, they did. You need to take care of yourself first before you take care of other people. So, and that
Mhm.
goes mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know, you need to be in the right headspace to give 110% like care in the hospital, you know?
Yeah, I love that. And where do you go to school again?
I go to Chamberlain. By the way, I'm so sorry they're cutting my lawn. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys
you're good.
okay.
I can't hear. You're good. You're totally fine. That's
I go
funny.
to Chamberlain University, girl, and I think I have like 9 weeks left until I graduate.
Oh my God. Are you excited? Are you terrified?
No, I'm excited. I deserve this. I mean, I started my journey at 18 years old, and the reason I did that is because I didn't want to be like the rest. Like in my head, I saw people going out partying, and not that there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, like we should have fun, but in my head, I'm like, Angie, focus now, because later on you're gonna be able to party. You're gonna be able to spend time with your family, but with money. You get me? Like,
Heck yeah. Oh my God. Yeah,
so that
complete.
was my main thing, and I always decided to focus on me, because something that I learned at a really young age is friends are good to have, but a lot of people are there, but they're not really your friends. Like they just are there
Yes.
to say friend that they're your friend, but you know they want to see you fall in reality. And
Mm-hmm.
I learned
Oh
that
yeah, when it
from a
comes.
really young age.
Mm-hmm.
What were you
Yeah, and it's
gonna
crazy. Like, oh, you're fine.
say?
It's like I don't see you as a 22-year-old. I see you as like not because of the way you look, but like you speak and carry yourself so much older. And like I'm 26, about to, yeah, I just turned 26. And like a lot of the way that the things that you say, the way that you carry yourself, like it's very mature. And I think if a lot more people could be as not selfish, but prioritizing themselves and their career at that age, like they would be so much more content. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your growth. And I am so, so excited for you. And you do deserve it. You put the work in and you put yourself first, and it's all yours, girl. You're grabbing it. So
Lauren, oh my God, thank you. But same to you. And just know that what you're doing right now is like other people aren't doing. You know what I mean? And so it's hard sometimes, because it's like you do all this work and you're like, damn, no one really sees what I'm doing. Like sometimes we want like someone to tell you good job. You know what I mean? And I just want you, that's why I decided to reach out to you, and I was like, Lauren, I want people to hear your story, because for me, people are like, they message me and they're like, how is it being a mom and in nursing school? And I'm like, I can't answer that.
yeah,
And so
completely.
I saw you, and because you know I follow you on Instagram, and I see you like posting a little kid, and I'm like, she's a mom, like wow. And I just want you to know, like my mom came to this country. They only had $1,000 in their pocket with 3 kids,
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I look at my mom and she built her own empire. And so for me, I'm like, if my mom did that, I need to rise up and be better, you know? And
Yes.
that is my way of giving back to them. And so I just want you to know that I see you, I hear you, and like I'm here for you, because
Oh.
what you just said to me, I wanted to go back to you times 1,000, because you deserve that. And your child, he's blessed to have you as his mom. You know what I mean? Like, and he's gonna grow up one day and hopefully, you know, want to thank you for putting you first and putting your family first. So I just want you to
Yeah.
know that, like, people see that, and people may not tell you, hey, congrats, I see you, but you shine, girl. Like, you do. And I'm just like, and you being in the military, a mom, nursing school, like, you don't think people see that? And people will talk shit. Like, people love to talk
Yeah.
shit, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
single mom, but what are you doing? You know, like, okay, yeah, I'm a
Exactly.
single mom. I went to the military. I'm in nursing school and I take care of my family. What are you doing? And people will always
Exactly.
say something because they're just not at your level. And it's unfortunate that they can't better themselves. And, you know, like, it's just unfortunate. But hopefully they see you and your story, and it touches one person's life and they get motivated as well. That's why I wanted to do this interview again with you, because I'm sure that one person will see this and they're a mom and they're like, wow, I can do it too, you know?
Yes, completely. Like seeing the statistics of how many single moms even pursue a college degree, but then, graduate, it's only 8%. And I'm kind of like, you know what?
8%.
It's so possible for me. Yeah, 8%. And I've seen other single moms out there do it. They've pushed me and I want to push others. And it's hella hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, most days I'm like, I have no idea how I'm gonna figure it out for next week, but I will. It comes from a lot of belief, a lot of support, and a lot of it comes from myself too, and that's okay. But I've never given up on myself, and every night when I come home and give my little boy kisses when he goes to sleep, that's the only validation and the only good job I need. That's it. So I
Exactly.
got that for days.
And if you were to give like an advice to other people who are want to go into nursing, but they're a mom and they feel like they can't do it, like, how do you handle being a mom in a nursing school, and what would you tell them? Like,
A saying that kind of always like repeats in my head that I tell myself is, okay, small bites. Whatever you're able to handle in that moment, whether that be one assignment at a time, one day at a time, a week, a term, whatever, take all that you can, give it 100%, and check it off your list and focus on the next. And like any nursing program is going to be long and overwhelming. Being a mom, you got 18 hard years. It's long and overwhelming, but if you take small bites and chew all that you can swallow, I feel like it's definitely more manageable. You feel more accomplished and you are less inclined to get burnt out and overwhelmed. So that would be my best advice, is just one day at a time. Whatever you can do it.
I love that. Yeah, and it's true. One day at a time. Even if you're not a mom and you're just a single, you're single wanting to go into nursing
Yeah.
school, it's it's the same thing that I do. One day at a time, take it day by day. Like, we see all those assignments and we're like, oh my God. And then like
Oh
12
yeah.
hours of clinicals. It's overwhelming, but it's what you said. You take it one day at a time and you keep moving forward, never backwards, you know?
Yep. So
So
that's all
what
I
else?
got.
So then what about, like, do you have one big tip that you would give to any nursing student? Like, something that you wish you would have heard before starting nursing school?
Oh man. Um, it's so cliche, but
Yeah.
don't give up on your dream. A couple years ago, I was sleeping on the floor of a friend's apartment, and then after that, I was, in a mobile home with a very sick baby, not knowing how I was going to go to nursing school because I still wanted that so bad. And I had to reach out to so many people for help, and apply for so much financial aid, but I wanted this. I knew that it was like a mission in my heart that I wanted to do with my life. And I just didn't give up. And yeah, it's taken me a little bit longer. And maybe I kind of deviated off the road that I initially set out for myself. But it's going to happen and I'm making it happen and it's about to happen, girl. I got 8 more months. And so that would be, that would be it. Just don't give up, whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes. I believe that you can do it. You and I have done it. People can do it too.
It's true. And for me, I always tell people you have to sometimes look at nursing as a game. And it's just like, are you
Yes.
gonna win or are you gonna lose? And I don't know about you,
Yeah.
but like I'm a winner. Like
Yes.
I win, I go
Yes.
at it until if I have to bleed, if I have to have like blisters everywhere, I will do it, And I feel like that comes with working out at the gym so excessively. Like you just develop that like lion mentality.
Yeah.
Like I will stand alone at the top of the mountain if I have to. Like I don't care. I don't need
Mm-hmm.
anyone else. Um
Exactly.
so that's the mentality that you need to have when entering nursing school. And you have to always seek help. If you're not doing well in your classes, that's why you have your professors. So
Right.
girl, I'm just blown away by you, and just I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to like letting me get to know you and just who you are as an individual. And I'm sure that people are going to see this video and like resonate with everything you said, and I hope that this impacts just one person.
Oh,
um,
girl, you're so sweet.
well,
But no, thank you.
I mean this from the
I
bottom of my heart. Like I wish you well, and I want you to see you succeed more than I want to see myself succeed. You know what I mean? Like I'm the type of person that if I'm coming up and you're my friend, you're coming up with me, because that's the only way to life. You can't be doing, like, let's say you're succeeding and then you're just like, whatever, we're friends, and what type of person does that? Like, no, like
exactly.
that's not my heart.
Yeah, no, I believe, you rise by lifting others and teamwork is better than, solo dolo. And so, but no, I thank you. I completely admire you. Keep doing exactly what you're doing, inspiring and motivating others. You do motivate me. And, thank you for letting me share my story, because, I sometimes struggle with like, how do I get this story across? How do I like compose this and like kind of wrap it up in a Instagram post? And it's not always like transpired the way that I want it. So this platform is definitely a cool and different way of going about things. So I really appreciate it.
Of course. And please let me know where people can follow you. I know it's like Fitness Lauren, but like TikTok, YouTube, let it all out. Tell them.
I'm trying. My TikTok is slowly on the come up. It's still Fitness Lauren. I'm not as trendy as you, but I'm slowly but surely learning. But yeah, my IG Fitness Lauren is going to be the best way, where I put pretty much all of my best content. So that's going to be the best spot.
So I'm gonna put your handle like somewhere here, and you guys
Yes.
go check her out, follow her, support her, and follow her journey. She is someone that truthfully I look up to, and I admire you even more now, knowing who you really are. I feel like
Yeah.
the world needs more people like you.
You're so sweet. Oh my God.
No, I'm being honest. Like I look up to you. When I see you, I think about my mom. And I know that your child is one day gonna grow up and be like, wow, like that's my mom. I'm so proud to call her mom, because that's how I feel about my parents, and just them working
Yeah.
so hard for me and my siblings. So just know that, like, I'm sure you're a good mom with good teaching and like telling them walk the right path. He's gonna grow up
Yes.
to
I'm
be
like,
a good kid. And I know that it's because he has you as his mom. So I admire you
well,
once
thank you.
again. And you guys follow Fitness Lauren.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, leave it in the comments down below. And please make sure to go follow Lauren. You guys heard her story here. So follow her journey, encourage her, and continue to just be a part of the positivity community. So
Yes. Yes.
subscribe if you like this video, and that's it, you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.